Ladies and gentlemen, in this animation video I explain you my new technology of energy and storage only by gravity. For my patent document you can better match the drawings and numbers via the reference list. I use a buoyancy body as a way to convert the up and down movement via gear racks and chains in rotational motion to drive a generator. It does no matter whether the buoyancy body is made of concrete or steel, because even aircraft carriers and container ships at low tide and high tide float up and down. Now I store those renewable energies by pumping water into a basin, and the buoyancy body serves as kinetic storage energy. Here you see how, from the storage basin via pumps, the water lifts the buoyancy body upwards, and thus the renewable energy from wind and solar is stored. The first 3 pages of my patent specification serve here for the explanation and better understanding. Since my patent specification including 27 pages, and I do not list everything here due to time constraints. Gladly, however, you can view my patent on my profile, or on request I send it to you. By my 3-chamber energy storage system, I can generate a linear, thus continuous current production. Here is shown how the water from one basin is pumped into the other and lifts the buoyancy body to then flow into the third basin, and the buoyancy body lowers. Explanation of the patent specification, page 4, and reference sign list for the assessment of the individual sketches and numbers for better understanding. In order to not have a stillstand between the uppermost point of the buoyancy body and the time for lowering, I already give water into the basin 2 during the buoyancy, which lowers earliest for bridging. Since the buoyancy body is constantly generating power via gear racks and chains when it's being raised and lowered using gears and the golden rule of mechanics, this is used to drive the pumps and release power back into the grid as needed. To explain force times distance, think of a bicycle and its sprockets. When riding fast and far, I use the large sprocket in the front and the small one in the back. When going uphill, I try to match both sprockets. The advantage of storage of wind and solar power is that we already have enough of it to shut down all power plants such as coal, oil, nuclear power and else, and or convert them to gravity plants. By the now possible storage, for example, Germany can be supplied completely with the existing plants without a single new wind turbine or a solar plant to establish. Not to forget is also the energy which is produced by my hydromechanical power plants at the coast over ebb and flood. Each ship or buoyancy body, either which way swims with ebb and tide up and down. I convert this up and down movement now into rotation movement. The energy produced thereby corresponds to the weight of the ship or buoyancy body in, for the example, harbor basin.